Hi guys, so as we get closer to the May 5th elections, the people in Northern Ireland who campaign to leave the EU, the Jeffrey Donaldsons, the Sammy Wilsons, the Jim Allisters of this world, are turning up the rhetoric. They have egged on sinister elements in Northern Ireland, but they seem to have failed in their goal of getting rid of the protocol. However, the business community there has taken a more pragmatic approach to Brexit and the protocol. According to media reports, manufacturers in Northern Ireland have got to grips with the protocol, and while soaring energy prices and issues surrounding recruiting staff have caused their own unique problems, the sector is in something of a sweet spot according to one industry leader. A survey of 113 Northern Ireland companies carried out over the last 2 weeks shows that 67% are experiencing growth or expansion in 2022. That's up 59% in 2021, with just 11% seeing their operations reducing. And 74% of businesses expect to see growth over the next 12 months compared to just 19% fearing a contraction. Stephen Kelly, the head of manufacturing Northern Ireland, told the media, "There's a resilience, an optimism and a renewed confidence in the sector right now, despite very difficult headwinds from rapidly rising input costs." The survey was not all good news. Businesses in Northern Ireland, like those elsewhere, are concerned about rising costs of energy, raw materials, and the ability to hire skilled staff. Kelly had to say this about it. Manufacturers have generally got to grips with the problems around the protocol and have made the appropriate changes to their future supply chain and procurement process. However, a concern remains regarding businesses in the rest of the UK which work with those in Northern Ireland. 36% of businesses surveyed said that they believe their GB suppliers remain unprepared for the new requirements post-Brexit. Supply chain disruption is a major headache for many businesses in Northern Ireland, and they have been asking the government for support to mitigate the impacts of Brexit and the pandemic. The ending of freedom of movement has impacted some businesses in Northern Ireland too, and others, while growing, are unable to find the skilled staff they need to continue that expansion. While noting the problems, Kelly's view of the manufacturing in Northern Ireland is quite positive. He said, "This survey shows that our manufacturers are positive problem solvers and increasingly picking up new business in markets at home, in the UK, EU and across the globe. There is a clear illustration of the determination of the sector to get through the turbulence despite current minimum public assistance." I've said this before, the politicians will talk, but businesses will adapt to pretty much anything that's thrown at them. Firms in Northern Ireland understand the benefits of the protocol and the fact that it mitigates some of the worst aspects of Brexit. It is likely that most of the seats in the 5th of May elections will go to pro-protocol parties. This should mean more stability for business in Northern Ireland. The voices of those attempting to bring down the protocol should grow quieter, but Northern Ireland is difficult to predict. On the whole, Northern Ireland is placed, as Michael Gove once said, to take advantage of the best of both worlds. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.